I left school in year 10, and all my goal was to be, when I left school, was to be a carpenter. And as you grew up, when you were a young male, Balmain in the 80s, there were two things that we wanted to do. That was either get a trade and play for the Tigers. I was no good at footy, so I stuck to the trade. So I was fortunate about a year later to get a job as an apprentice carpenter here at council. So I think a lot of councils can vary depending whether you're regional or city, but there's still a high percentage of people that live in the local area. So I turned up as not shy from my 17th birthday as a 16-year-old, and there were all these people in the council that had I knew from school, or there were parents of mates, or there were older local legends, characters. So it was an amazing experience, but also to be connected in the local community, which I think is a unique thing that councils can do. Through that journey, when I finished my engineering degree, I became a team leader in the engineering department. And when I was doing my MBA, I had the opportunity to step into management. I worked in the property area for a while because I had transferable skills, and then ended up an asset engineer, and then a director of engineering for a number of years at what was Leichhardt Council. And then when we merged to become the Inner West Council, which we are now, back in 2016, I was one of the only execs to get a job as the senior staff. So I was a deputy general manager in the new council, and I spent the first couple of years there, and then I went to Canada Bay as their GM and had the opportunity to come back to Inner West 4 years ago. So it's just an opportunity to present itself, to never stop learning and keep going, but it's been a great journey. One thing we're really proud of, we've got 12 early learning centres. So each week we look after, our early learning staff look after 1,600 children on a weekly basis. So that itself, the services we do provide is phenomenal. Of recent times, one of the probably big impacts we've had in the last 12 months, the council had a priority to deliver a Pride Centre at the old Newtown Town Hall. It had been on the books for a while but hadn't been delivered, so what was a major capital project to upgrade the Pride Centre was also a large community project. We'd actually named the front of the Pride Centre Pride Square. We'd had some significant community. It's a place for the community to meet and represents an important part of our community. When we first merged, our first general manager, Rick Hart, said we're going to push hard with the Australian Business Excellence Framework to try and have a continuous improvement model. That's followed me wherever I've gone, and that's certainly a focus of the Inner West Council now. And those leadership improvement journeys sometimes peak and trough through organisations, but it's certainly a focus that we've had over the last few years, and we're sort of working our way around the 7 categories of the Australian Business Excellence Framework. And the first few years we had a big focus on the customer, big focus on leadership and our people, and going forward we're focusing on our reporting, our results, our processes, just our knowledge management system. But the first few years has been great because we've been able to have stability. We've rebuilt the organisation. We've had great relationships with elected members and the senior staff because we've had stability there as well. And we were very fortunate after about 3 years of that work to be recognised with the AR Blewett Award for the most progressive council within New South Wales, so to recognise that work. But that was all founded on what I experienced through that early stages of the merger.